Welcome, y'all. This is Annie, and today I'm doing a Salt Mountain Melts pre-order haul. This was from her Black Friday sale that was 10% off of everything back in November of 2023. I've actually been needing to record this and unpack the box, but it's been sitting here for a few weeks, and I've just not had time yet. I did already record this video, but there was so much interruption and background noise as I was going through editing. I decided to just trim it down a little bit and do a voiceover. So I know it's not my usual style, but it will help make the video shorter and there won't be crazy weird noises going on in the background. Now, with the 10% off, I had to go ham. Salt Mountain is one of my favorite vendors, and so I really took the opportunity to pick up a lot of certain blends that are either are favorites of mine or I knew that I would really like. Amanda's the owner, and she's based in Utah, if you've never ordered from Salt Mountain Melts before, and they've been around since 2018. Normally, without the discount, her wax is $1.55 an ounce, but with the 10% off, that brought it down to $1.40, and I felt like that was a really great deal. This pre-order list was amazing, and making a decision was really hard. There were 6 scents that I did not pick up because I still have a decent amount of them, or they're just not loves of mine, but I did pick up the rest of the scents, mostly because some, even though I was on the fence on them, I really wanted to give them a chance, so I picked up souffles and some of the scents I wasn't sure about, and then stocked up a lot on some of the other scents, as you'll see. Here's the business card information if you want to pause to capture that. I recommend joining the Facebook group if there's any scents you've been wanting to come back, or if you have questions about certain scents. There's a lot of supportive people in the group, and the man is very active, so it's a great place to join in if you are a fan of Salt Mountain Melts. First up is Lumberjack Waffles, and this is cedarwood, vanilla, Palo Santo, and pumpkin pecan waffles. I've had Palo Santo and pumpkin pecan waffles before, but nothing with cedarwood before mixed in with those, and I was a little bit nervous that this would be too masculine leaning, but still curious. So yeah, this smells really good. I get all of the notes, but the cedarwood is what's jumping out the most to me right now on cold. And I won't give like thorough, in-depth descriptions of each of the scents because if I haven't melted it before, I can't give you a full review. These are just my first impressions. Sometimes things change on warm, so I will do my best to try to give a thorough review on a scent once I've had a chance to melt it. Let me pop this out. Yeah, this smells really good. I'm glad I got a souffle of it. I don't know that it's something I would need a ton of because I think I need to be in a specific mood for it. But I can see this being great on a morning when it's kind of chilly outside and you want something that's kind of warm and cozy but not too heavy into the gourmand side of things. That cedarwood, if you've not tried cedarwood, it is more kind of a dry wood that has some texture in it to my nose, kind of a hazy roughness, and it's not spicy, it's not green leaning, it's just got this warm kind of rich quality to cedarwood in my opinion. So that one's not too masculine leaning. I'm looking forward to trying it. Next up is Cozy by the Campfire. This is Comfort Zone, Palo Santo, and Campfire Marshmallow. If you've never tried her Palo Santo, it's a great Palo Santo. It's not too heavy, masculine, or incense leaning, and it's not as smoky as some Palo Santos. I feel like it leans more woody and is a very smooth Palo Santo. I don't know what Comfort Zone is. I know that Amanda posted something about it in the group, so if I find that before I post this video, I will try to put the scent notes up here. Okay, this is... I don't know what I think about this. This is not what I was expecting. It's a lot more fresh and kind of bright, almost clean smelling. Okay, I'm gonna pop it out. Cute little gold stars. It doesn't really smell smoky to me. It smells almost like a fresh laundry blend, but not soapy or detergent-y. I don't know how else to describe this, but that is very unusual. Okay, I'm not getting the smokiness. I'm really having to hunt for a hint of the Palo Santo in here. Okay, if you got this one, what do you think it smells like? I don't even know how to describe this, but I don't dislike it. I'm thrown by the scent notes and then what it smells like. Next up is Laundry Day, and this is freshly laundered linens. And I don't hate laundry scents, but I don't order a lot of them because they can be headache inducing. But I do enjoy them in the spring and summertime, and I have tried several of Amanda's laundry scents in the past, and I've liked them a lot, so that's why I decided to pick this one up, hoping that it won't be too heavy or floral. Oh, this is nice. It's a little sweet, and it's very light and fresh. Please ignore my nails, y'all. I'm not really a nail girly, but I do like to try to paint them periodically, and I do need to change this polish out. It's actually not too heavy leaning in the detergent or soapy lane either. This is really pretty. Okay, I may have regrets for not ordering a tub in this. I think this will be so great once it starts warming up a little bit outside, when the springtime weather's here and the summertime. It's a little bit more refreshing of a laundry scent than I'm used to smelling. So yeah, I may regret not getting more of that. It smells great. Next up is I Dream of Bread, and this is lavender, fresh baked bread, and vanilla bean Noel. This is one that had not been offered in ages, and I've never tried it before. I know she reformulated it, and it's a different lavender as well. Ooh. I'm not getting a lot of the bread. I'm getting lavender and vanilla bean Noel right now. And it kind of reminds me of like a lavender vanilla in here, which kind of straddles that herbal and sweet zone for me. Pretty glitter, but not too much. Let's slide it out. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting just a hint of that kind of brown crust of bread, but mostly the lavender and vanilla, so it might need to sit a little bit. It looks like it was poured just barely a month ago, so it might just need a little bit more time, but it smells really good. Next up is Sin City, and this is Baccarat Rouge 540, Vanilla Cupcakes, and Palo Santo. Y'all, I have never smelled Baccarat Rouge 540, so this is a huge wild card for me. I don't even remember all the scent notes that are in Baccarat Rouge. I think there's saffron and maybe jasmine and some other notes. I know it's a really popular, very expensive perfume though, so I just kind of wanted to expose myself to it. Okay. I get the warmth of the Palo Santo in here. I'm not really getting vanilla cupcakes. Let me pop it out. Yeah, it definitely smells like a unisex perfume to me with her Palo Santo. It's a very woody leaning, and does Baccarat Rouge have cedar wood in it also? Who knows, I may just have some cedar wood from the lumberjack waffles kind of up in my nose, but this is interesting. I think I will give this a shot. It's just the Baccarat Rouge is really throwing me, but it doesn't smell bad at all. I just don't know if that is a perfume that is for me personally, but I'll definitely give this a shot. I might love this on warm, and who knows, I might like the perfume too. We'll see. Alright, there were a few tubs, 2 tubs, that she didn't actually make quite enough tubs, so she replaced them with 2 souffles for me, which I don't mind at all. She emailed me and let me know, so I'm totally fine with that. First up was Holy Night, which I had gotten in a tub, and there's 2 souffles right here. Vanilla Birch, Blackberry, and Palo Santo. I'd had this one before, and I think right at the end of January, finished up the last bit that I had of this. Oh my goodness, this was so beautiful. I melted this a few times this winter, and I deeply regret not getting a loaf of this. I just told myself that I don't reach for Palo Santo blends that often, but this is one of the prettiest Palo Santo blends that I have ever melted, y'all. Her blackberry is fantastic. It is fruity, kind of true to what a blackberry is. There's a little bit of tartness and a little bit of sweetness, but it's not a perfumey blackberry. It's similar to the blackberry from Super Tarts, if you've had that one, in my opinion, and it's just so good. Vanilla Birch is kind of an earthy, kind of dry, woodsy note, and then her Palo Santo is woodsy and very smooth. She balances these perfectly. That Palo Santo does not take over the blend. This performs well. It lasts ages for me. Well into day 2 if you leave your warmers on all the time. And Amanda, if you ever decide to get into making perfume, I want this one in perfume. It is gorgeous. It smells like something that a very sophisticated, elegant woman would wear. And it's just beautiful. I didn't think that I loved this scent so much, but yeah, if you like those kinds of blends and you've not tried this one from her, this is one to pick up. Okay, next up into tubs. Snow on the Beach, and this is Beach Nights, Cherries on Snow, and Frosted Sugar Cookies. And I already sneaked a sniff on this one, y'all. And I regret not getting a loaf as well. I should have known that this would be amazing because she has one of the best beach night oils. If you've tried Sassy Girl Aroma's Beach Night, Teddy B's, it's that same beach night oil. So it's the good one. And then that mixed with the cherries and sugar cookies. Amanda, I think, works with cherry scents better than any other vendor out there. And the cherries on snow part is what scared me a little bit because I really wasn't sure if that was more of a candy leaning cherry or not. But it's not. It doesn't smell like cough syrup. It does not smell like cherry candy. I love that light little kiss of glitter on there. And the label, just so pretty. This smells like Beach Nights mixed with her classic cherry version of the circus animal stuffed sugar cookies to me. So kind of that cherry vanilla, cherry almond, but not heavy on the almond in this one. It really is more cherry vanilla. And sugar cookie with Beach Nights. And I know it's not had much time to sit, but I am so tempted to dig into this one. It smells fabulous. So hopefully, Amanda, please bring this one back. I did mess up. I did not get enough. I feel like there's so many that I could have ordered more of just because she's so good at blending and I love her wax and it performs really well for me. And this next one is kind of that similar feeling. Why did I get a tub? What was my thought process there? I don't know, but I only got a tub of this. Marshmallow cake, and it's sweet creamy vanilla cake and gooey marshmallows. I think I got a tub purely because my house struggles with vanilla bakery scents, but this smells really nice. I actually can smell something. It's still on the lighter side, but I get this sweet buttery marshmallow. And almost like if you're making Rice Krispies and you're melting the marshmallows and you've added a dash of vanilla in there and you're starting to stir in a little bit of the butter. It's not heavy on the butter note, but that kind of is what this reminds me of, and it smells really good. So I'm going to let that sit because it's been poured only like a month or so, and I want to give it its best chance at doing well in my place. Next up is Cupcake Connoisseur. This is Cupcakes at Tiffany's, Vanilla Butter Fudge, and Birthday Cake. I only got a tub of this one because it's a new blend, and I love Cupcakes at Tiffany's, but Vanilla Butter Fudge has been kind of hit and miss for me in different blends. Sometimes it just leans real heavy into the white chocolate zone, I do get white chocolate in here, and I'm getting that yellowy cake that is the cupcakes at Tiffany's. But the vanilla butter fudge is also coming across slightly like almond bark, if you've ever smelled that. It's not heavy on that, but there's just like a tiny hint in there. I think I'm gonna like this one. Obviously need to melt it, and it's still pretty fresh, so I'm gonna wait and let it sit for a while before melting. But so far in cold, the vanilla butter fudge is not turning me off to that scent right now. It's not too heavy on the chocolate. It really just comes across more slightly nutty in there. Next up is one that I have tried to grab in an RTS before, and I was not fast enough. So I was so happy that this was offered again. This is Blizzard at the Boardwalk. Try to get that to focus. Peppermint Candies Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. I love this blue. And just that little sprinkling of snowflakes. So pretty. I'm obsessed with Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds blends, y'all. And I love peppermint. So I knew I was going to like this one. I picked up a tub. And I picked up a loaf. So we'll just smell the tub for now. Let's see if I can pop it out. On top, I'm mostly getting the Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds, which is the hint of the peppermint. The bottom, I get a little bit more of the peppermint. And it's not a nose-clearing peppermint. It really does smell like that kind of sweet, soft peppermint that you get in those... You know those candies, the ones that have the red and stripes on the white, and you stick them in an orange and you suck through the orange on them, and they dissolve really easily in your mouth? It kind of reminds me of that, because those are kind of a softer mint and really creamy. Or like the peppermint buttermint candies. Yeah, it's a nice peppermint. I don't think it'll be offensive to anyone who doesn't like the nose clearing peppermint, because it's definitely on that sweet vanilla side of things, and I'm gonna probably regret not getting more of this one. So hopefully this gets voted back again, because it's beautiful. That perfumey kind of marshmallowy vanilla perfume note in here with the soft vanilla marshmallowy peppermint note. I think this is going to be beautiful at night, or really any day where I just kind of want to relax and just feel this kind of lightness in the air, you know. Not that it'll be light performing, but not something that's like a heavy scent. That's what I mean. Like a light sweetness that feels kind of serene, if you will. Next up is a loaf, and this is Country Cookies. It's oatmeal cookies, apple butter, and vanilla icing. I think this has been offered before, but I've never seen it, and I've never tried it. And I love oatmeal cookies, and I love apple scents, so I thought this would be really nice for the fall and winter. Ooh, yum. Definitely oatmeal cookie heavy. It's the spiced oatmeal cookie. It's not like spicy, though. But if you don't like spice blends at all, this is not one to pick up. And tell that spice note's still going to be there when I melt it. And the apple's not heavy. It's just like a little bit of an appley sweet note in there. Almost like you made oatmeal cookies, but you replaced it with like a cinnamon applesauce in the batter instead of like using eggs or lots of butter. This is so yummy. I don't necessarily pick up on vanilla icing, but I just need to set a while and need to be melted for that to come out. Yeah, definitely don't regret getting a loaf of this. I probably won't melt it until this fall though, because we're in February and there's a few other fall winter scents that I need to finish up this year, so I don't need to be cutting into new scents. So yeah, this will be something maybe I pull out in October or Thanksgiving, but it smells really good. Okay, I got this one. It's a new scent. It's Pink Bubbles, and it's Baby Magic, Pink Sugar, and Mr. Bubbles. And I got 2 loaves because I have been wanting a blend like this that's super similar since having a blend from Southbound that had like a bunch of other notes in it, but that made me want that Baby Magic and the bubblegum more prominently in a scent. And I was so happy to see that Amanda was doing this because I knew it was going to be awesome. And it is. I've already sniffed this one, y'all. I couldn't help it. So, it's pink. It's so pretty. I like the pink and the label. And To me, it does smell like that Baby Magic. So Baby Magic, I think it's called Baby Magic, but this smells like the pink Johnson and Johnson. You know, the lotion, the baby shampoo in the pink bottle, that classic scent. That's what I'm picking up here. It's slightly powdery. It's not an offensive smell. It just smells like clean baby skin, right? And then it's mixed with pink sugar and Mr. Bubbles. Mr. Bubbles is a pink bubblegum scent. And the bubblegum, at least right now, is not overwhelming in the blend. It's balanced really well. I don't know that I pick up the pink sugar, but I am getting that kind of pink Hubba Bubba bubblegum in here. And I like this. I really like this a lot, Amanda. You did a great job. Thank you for offering something that's so unusual together. And I'm curious, if you ordered this, what do you think about it? It's unusual, right? I can't wait to melt this. And if anyone has melted it already, let me know what you thought about it down below. It is pretty freshly poured, not even a month yet, so it might need more time, but it smells really good already. I think, you know, you think about like a baby shampoo or baby lotion, and normally you'd think, oh, melt that only in the bathroom. But honestly, I would melt this anywhere in my house. That sweetness of the bubblegum note makes it feel like it could be a kind of refresh the house scent without it being a detergent or cleaner scent. Next up is a scent that I have melted before, and I am already regretting not picking up more of it. I got 2 loaves of Ophelia, and I still have 1 loaf from 2020 that I had picked up in a D-stash before this was offered again. And I love this so much. I don't know why I didn't order more of it. It is probably one of my favorite blends from Salt Mountain Melts. It's sugared strawberry, coconut milk, vanilla orchid, tonka bean, and vanilla cake pops. So really, really good sweet strawberry mixed with Let Them Make Cake, which is the coconut milk, vanilla orchid, tonka bean note. And then vanilla cake pops. When you melt this, it's a good performer. I can melt this anywhere in my house, but I really love this as a bedtime scent or days where I'm just not feeling very good, but I don't necessarily feel like I need a peppermint scent, and I just want to lay in my bedroom feeling like crap, but feeling better because something good is melting in there. And this is great for those kind of days, or just relaxing before bedtime, reading a book, whatever. This is just a beautiful, beautiful scent. When it's melted, what it makes me think of is a really sweet, creamy strawberry milkshake with just a hint of a body care quality to it. It's so pretty, and I'm obsessed with this scent. So if you have never melted this before and you got it, melt it before deciding if you like it or if you don't like it, because it really does transform on warm, and it's, I think, one of the prettiest strawberry blends that I have melted. So happy to have 2 more loaves, and this needs to come back sooner because I think this had not been offered since 2020, y'all. 2020 for a scent this amazing is too long. If you love a scent, make sure you request it in the Facebook group. Make sure you know, let people know what it smells like so that there's a bigger chance of it coming back, because there's so many amazing blends from Amanda that have only been offered once, and as some of them have, it's been so long since they've been offered that the new customers have no idea what it's like and don't know to even be asking for it. All right, 2 more blends, y'all. We're almost done. Next up is Bowl and Spoon. This is Fruit Loops, Strawberry Pound Cake, Rice Krispies, and cereal milk. And I got a tub and a loaf and a loaf. And I know it's a brand new scent, and that maybe seems like a lot to order when you've never tried it, but I have had her strawberry pound cake in multiple versions, and her Fruit Loops and Fruity Pebbles in multiple versions, and I have never not loved those blends. So I knew I needed to get this one, and I knew I would like it, and I'm not wrong, y'all. This is so good. Oh, Amanda, why do you not do more Fruit Loops blends? You have a great Fruit Loops. It does not lean citronella or like too lemongrassy. It's so good. And y'all can see I had to melt a little bit of it already, and it's performing. So I know it doesn't have the pour date on here, but it was poured, I think, December 23rd or something like that. She posted about it in the group. So I know if I let it set a little bit longer, the strawberry pound cake will come out a little bit more initially. When it's melting right now, I first off get the Fruit Loops with a little bit of strawberry pound cake, but the longer it melts, more of the strawberry pound cake does start coming out. I've only melted it once in my bedroom. Oh, this is so good. That creamy, rich pound cake is just so mouthwatering. And this blend makes me want to know what making an actual pound cake that's flavored like Fruit Loops with extra strawberries in it would actually taste like. It just sounds like it would be so delicious, right? I don't really get cereal milk in here or Rice Krispies necessarily, but it may just need to sit longer. I don't care if they ever come out or not. I like the way it is already and have zero regrets about ordering so much of this one. If you got this one, what do you think? Do you like it? Do we need Amanda to do more Fruit Loops blends? Of course the answer is yes, right? If you like Fruit Loops. I know that's not for everybody. It is more of a citrusy leaning bakery cereal note, and not everybody likes that, but her Fruit Loops oil is spectacular, and I love this blend already. All right, last blend, y'all. Let me move these aside. This one I have been waiting to be offered, and I have not, until I saw this was on the list, I could not cut into the last loaf that I had. So I have been melting and enjoying that loaf while waiting for this order to come. And the scent I'm talking about is blackberry sugar bread. This is blackberry baked bread and sugar. And I got 3 loaves. And I also got a tub, but it got turned into 2 souffles because I got this to share with somebody. I love this blend so much. If you have tried Violets Turning Violet from L3, that's a little bit similar to this, but I feel like that one has more of a yeasty bread note to it than the blackberry sugar bread does. This is one of the first blends that I melted from Salt Mountain. I got it in a D-stash, and I fell in love with this. It's a great performer. I've already talked about her blackberry being really good and true and fruity, not perfumey. Oh, this is so good. I'm not a big fan of bready scents. Not that I have anything against them, but sometimes they do come off a little bit too yeasty. But this baked bread is a fabulous oil from her, and I get that kind of golden, slightly browned crust of the bread. I'm so happy to have more of this, y'all. Thank you so much for voting for this one. Thank you, Amanda, for offering it again. I know I've been pestering you about it for ages, and I promise I'll stop pestering for a little while until I run out of these. If you like blackberry or even just kind of berry bakery, I feel like this is one of the best ones out there. I can melt this anywhere in my house. It throws, it lasts all day. I really haven't tested in a while, but I think it would last into 2 days if you left your warmers on that long. And it's just so yummy. And you do get that kind of sugar note, almost like this is a bread where before it was put in the oven, it was kind of glazed with maybe an egg wash or something so that a bunch of white sugar would stick to the top. And the top has those kind of crunchy bits of sugar on there. It kind of reminds me of that. And I'm just so happy, y'all. Isn't it weird? Like, the emotions we can have when we smell scent, the emotions we can have when we melt something that we love, or we get to restock on something that just brings us so much joy. I feel silly having emotion about it, but I can't, and I shouldn't feel shame. I know everyone in this community feels the same way, and that's one of the reasons why I just love bonding with y'all and sharing over this hobby, because so many of us don't have people in our lives that understand this at all. And That's one of the beautiful things about the wax community. You can bond over something that no one else gets about you, but we will all get. And we will support, and we will know and understand the sheer joy that you feel, the tears that come to your eyes, the relief, the peace that you know from melting something that you love, all those mixed emotions that come. If you did order from this pre-order, what was your favorite scent that you got? Have you tried any of these before? I'd love to hear your thoughts and share over our love, our mutual love of fragrance. Thank you so much for commenting, and thank you all for watching. Have a good week.